Morning, everybody. Hope everybody's gonna have a blessed day today. My name is Andre Salvador, and I go by Junior for some of those who don't know me. And yeah, I'm repping the Barca. um, Today, guys, I want to talk about this dream that I had a couple nights ago, and it had a lot to do with compassion and love, and yeah. So basically, um, in my dream, I was at school, and I saw this young lady getting bullied by these guys, and she was down on her knees. She was basically torn up. She was ashamed and everything. And I started walking by to her, and for some odd reason, I started to have compassion for her, and I picked her up, and I basically led her away. And basically, I was like, God, what are you trying to tell me in this dream? And what God was telling me was, compassion. Have compassion for those who are being oppressed, who are being, torn up, who are being ashamed, who basically feel like they have no purpose in life. So, where I'm going to leave this video today is, let me find, in Luke chapter 5, verse basically from verse 1 to verse 11. And this is basically when Jesus first meets Peter. And basically I'm going to give a quick summary of basically Jesus meeting Peter, and this is when Jesus says that he is no longer going to be a fisherman but a fisher of men. And what caught to me was probably a couple months ago when I was going through a rough time, and I read this passage and I was basically broken because of how Jesus is so compassionate towards his people, basically towards his sheep. So we're going to go to where Jesus says in verse 4, when he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, now go out where it is deeper and let down your nets to catch some fish. Verse 5, Master, Simon replied, we worked hard all last night and didn't catch a thing, but if you say so, I'll let the nets down again. And this time their nets were so full of fish they began to tear. A shout for help brought their partners in the other boat, and soon both boats were filled with fish and on the verge of sinking. When Simon Peter realized what had happened, he fell to his knees before Jesus and said, and this is where I love this part. He said, "O Lord, please leave me. I'm too much of a sinner to be around you." For he was awestruck by the number of fish they had caught, as were the others with him. His partners James and John, the sons of Zebedee, were also amazed. Jesus replied to him, "Don't be afraid. From now on you'll be fishing for people." And as soon as they landed, they left everything and followed Jesus. The thing that got to me the most was when when Peter said, "Oh Lord, please leave me. I'm too much of a sinner to be around you." And this was, again, I was in a rough time, and I read this, and that's when I was like completely broken. And basically, I was broken because of the fact where I felt like too much of a sinner. I felt like I was doing so many bad things, and yet Jesus just says, "Come, I'm picking you up." Just like I picked that young lady up when she was being bullied by all those different guys. Jesus picks us up like, "Come on, let's go. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about your accusers. Don't worry about those who persecute you. Don't worry about those who keep mocking you. Don't worry about those who keep ridiculing you." The one thing that Jesus says, "Come, don't worry, I got your back." And 1 Thessalonians 2:4 basically says, what you need to do is please God. Don't please people. Because we were appointed to preach the good news to people. Imagine that. Us sinners who sin every day, God chooses us to go and preach the good news to everybody. And Jesus just says, "Come when you're sinning. Come. Don't worry about it. I already forgave you when I died on the cross for you. Come, let's go. It's time to start going. Move on from your past. Move on from everybody who keeps persecuting. Don't worry about that." Come, let's go. It's time to move forward. It's time to keep going in the path that I have already set for you. That's what Jesus is trying to get to you guys today. Maybe you guys have been feeling like Peter, who felt ashamed to be around Jesus because we felt too much like sinners. But because we have accepted Jesus into our lives, we can say, okay, yes, Jesus, I'll go with you. I may have screwed up in the past, but it's time to start now. The devil may remind me of my past, but I can remind him of his future, and that is the lake of fire, where he is going to completely lose. He is going to be completely defeated. And that's what I want to leave with you guys today. I don't know, I felt the fire. I hope you guys feel the fire too. Like and subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. God bless you guys. I love you guys. Preach this out to everybody. Send it out to everybody. God bless you.